if you constantly draw this narcissistic, toxic man to you, in some way it is also your fault, okay? I know you don't do it consciously, but still you are like, especially when you are like an empathic person, if you have autism, if you have ADHD, there are actually studies on this, okay? You attract these kind of people that are manipulative, that are toxic, that are narcissists. So once I understood this, I completely changed my game, okay? And I searched for a husband differently, because what I would do before is like, when someone would love bomb me, tell me he loves me, like I want to marry you, you know, these were the men that I was attracted to. But with time I understood, no, like the way to go is the boring, arrogant men that are like normal in their mind, and they are not going to tell you that they love you from the first day that they meet you, okay? My husband, literally, he treats me like a queen, like a princess, okay? He has the mental load, he takes care of the kids, like he even takes them with him to work, okay? If we go out, he prepares the milk, the bottles, the diapers and everything. He makes the groceries, he pays all the bills. If I want to work, he supports me. If I don't want to work, he also supports me. There are so many people in my comment section, every time I share a percent of what my husband does for me, they're like, where did you find him? Does he have a brother? Does he want a second wife? Like all kinds of crazy things. And let me tell you how I met him, okay? But first you have to understand that if you have an apartment to rent, how are you going to meet these people, you know? What you're going to do is you ask for proof, you ask for verification, you ask for their ID, and there are crazy people out there on the internet. So why don't we treat this whole process like before marriage like a job interview? Because that's literally what I did. It was not luck. It was not like because I met him there or there that he's a good husband. No, I treated the whole process like a job interview, okay? I prepared my questions, and when you do a job interview, you don't talk about yourself. So this is the biggest fault that you can do as a woman, to talk about yourself, because men will literally listen to what you want in a man, and then they are going to mirror that behavior until one day their mask falls off and you're already too deep into the relationship. So never, ever, ever tell a man what you want, okay? I said, Assalamu alaikum, these are my requests, answer my questions. And most of the men, like 80% of the men, would be like, oh, is this a job interview? And not even answer the questions. And that's how you already filtered out the bad ones, because they are not serious about marriage. If they are serious about marriage, they are going to answer your questions. So my husband was one of them that answered all of my questions, okay? The first thing that was very important for me was, do you live alone or with your family, okay? So the ones that would say, I still live with my family, okay, bye. Because I don't say that all men are the same, obviously, but personally for me, a man that already runs a household, he will appreciate you much more and understand what it takes to run a household, because he's already doing it by himself. So, second thing I would ask, what do you work? And when they would tell me anything like, I'm a doctor, I'm an engineer, okay, send me your certificate. Are you serious? You really want a certificate from me? Yes, you are literally a stranger on the internet. Of course, I want a proof. If they don't send you proof, okay, bye, next one, okay? So, my other questions, how hygienic are you, okay? And there's a wide range, you can literally hear from the answers that they give you how they think, if they are going to say, actually, it's not so important for me, I'm not going to demand for my wife that she always cleans. This was not a question, I never talked about me. So that's how you already know these are the men that are going to make you clean up after them, okay? So also about kids, if you want children or if you don't want children, still ask them like, how would you raise your kids, okay? Because these things are so important topics. Just think, you like love a man, okay? Love is not enough. It is never enough, okay? There, like, it needs respect and everything. Let's say you love someone and you live with them, and then you find out they are the most like dirty person, even though they present themselves very clean, but like in the house they are completely different. And many people actually are like that. Girls, if you are already struggling with your deen, don't search a man that is also struggling with his deen or that is even lower than you, okay? Personally, that my husband is so consistent with his prayer and was better than me in his religion, that was something that brought me back to my Islam. I was also like, don't focus on one person, you know? It is not, you are not obligated to talk only with one person. You are not dating this person, right? And if you like focus so much on one specific person, that's how like haram relationship forms.